Hey everybody, it's Rhonda. And in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can um, speed up the process of finding a prompting style that you like, okay? I'm here on Etsy and I'm looking at different clip art. And let's say, I'm scrolling through here and I see some clip art, that is selling very well. Now, I don't want to copy them, right? I don't want to just look at their product and copy that exactly. But I may want to use that style in other clip art products. All right. So, for instance, I'm looking at this coastal reef treasures here. And I'll open this up, and I really, really love the style of these uh, sea creatures or coastal creatures. And I'm just going to scroll through here a little bit, and I'm going to look at some of these different images that they have. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take just one image, all right? Like this lobster. That one really, I think, shows the overall style really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a screenshot of that lobster right there, and I copy it, and then I take it over here to ChatGPT and I paste that in, and I ask ChatGPT to give me a prompt for that design style. Give me a prompt for this design style. Be specific with colors and look. All right. And that's all I tell it. And now what it will do is it will give me a prompt, a starting prompt. And what I'll do now is I'll copy that prompt, and then I'll ask GPT to create this image just to make sure it is looking in the style that I expect it to. Okay. Now I want to make sure I point out that a lot of times I'll have people messaging me and saying, hey, I found this really cool style I liked, and when I went to create it, it doesn't look anything like what I thought it would. Now, you have to keep in mind that each image generation model out there, whether you're using Canva or Artistly or Nano Banana or Ideogram or any one of the number of image generation models, all of them are a little bit different, and all of them have what I would say their weaknesses and their strengths. Some do certain styles better than others. Some listen to your prompt better than others. So you have to keep that in mind, that even though you may get a prompt for the style you want, it may not be exactly what you were expecting depending upon your image generation model. So sometimes you just have to do some, troubleshooting, some trial and error, and try your prompt in different models and decide which one gives you the better results. So we're going to give this a minute here and let this finish quick. Oh, here we go. And that looks pretty darn good. It is not exactly, but actually it is. That's really good. I like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this prompt because that was great. It came out looking very similar. We didn't have any of the blue in there, but overall the style is very similar. So I'm very, very happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure I have that prompt copied. And then I'm going to come over here into Render Studio, and I'm going to go into the prompt scaler, and I'm going to paste that prompt in because remember, I don't want to copy. So I'm not making coastal sea life. What I'm going to do in here is I'm going to ask my prompt scaler here in Render Studio to scale this prompt out for different subjects. All right. So scale this prompt for, let's say, spring. Let's go with, let's go for, I have it in my head, and, my brain and my mouth and my fingers just aren't cooperating this morning. Succulents. There we go. That's what I wanted. Succulents in pots. various shapes and types and even colors. Okay, so I'm going to get some completely different prompts here for different succulents and pots, different shapes, different types, different colors. But it should all remain in that same style that we just asked for. And once I get these, I'm going to copy all of them. Okay, so we're going to come over here to Render Studio into the image generator, and I'm first going to choose Flux 2 Klein because that's a really cheap and affordable model. And we're going to run all 10 of these prompts at the same time in our bulk mode, and we're going to see what we get from there. Does it give us the style that we were looking for? So we'll give it a few minutes. Here we go. That's the first one, and that looks nice. I'm not sure it's exactly what I was looking for, but it is a great, this one looks really good. I like that one. And we're going to let this finish and run the last 10 and see, or the last of the 10 and have a look. These came out really nice. I'm actually really liking these. Okay, so they've all generated and they all came out very nice. I would not say they're exactly what I was going for. If you look, this is the original style, and then this is what GPT had given us. So there's a little bit of a difference. So I would probably choose another model, and I'm going to go with Nano Banana 2 this time and run them. Now you don't have to run all 10 prompts to test this. I just like to do that. You can pick 1 or 2 of them and choose an image generator to test and see which one gives you the best versions, but I'm just running all 10 because it's easier for me to do it that way. And who knows, I might want to use all of these for something else. Okay, so here is our first Nano Banana, and that one looks a little better. I really like that. You're getting like this watercolor bleed in here, like ink bleed, which is very close to what we wanted. So I am really liking, like I said, so far the Nano Banana 2 version. We'll see what we get as it generates more. That one is really good. I love that. So anyway, this is really about how you can get those styles that you find. You see something on Etsy or someplace and you're not looking to copy the image. You know, if you find, crabs, clip art crabs in a certain style, you don't want to copy that style and then turn around and put up a set of clip art crabs that look just like it. But it's a great way to take a popular style and turn it into something else. Like I went with succulents. Succulents are always a popular item, so I thought that would work well with that particular style as well. So that's how you do it. It's really, something that isn't that difficult. You just grab that sample image, give it to ChatGPT, tell it what you want it to do. You want this style with this, be specific with the colors and the overall look and vibe of the image. And then you can turn it into something else. You can take this starter prompt here and you can actually, let's do this. Let me get all the way down here to the bottom. You paste that prompt in. Do not generate an image. Turn this prompt into a template. Okay, and then what it will do is turn this into a template for you. So it's a hand-painted watercolor, whatever, and you can change the colors and all that stuff in it. So, you can do it that way, or you can do what I did, and you can even ask ChatGPT to do this. Scale this prompt for different subjects. Let's say in here, it's giving us a whole list of ideas. So different subject, here we go. Instead of different subjects, scale this for birdhouses. keep the overall vibe, but change up the colors some. And then just paste that big prompt in, and ChatGPT will give you more prompts, only these will be all birdhouses, okay? So let's, and I only had it do one, but if I would have asked it for multiple, it would have given me multiple. So this just, I love these. I love these in Nano Banana. They look absolutely amazing. That works great. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to paste this birdhouse prompt in here. And I'm going to try GPT-2 as my image model. And like I said, you should really test out a few different image generation models to find the one that gives you the style you're looking for. Some are stronger at things. 2.6 is very strong with watercolor. And yet, like Quen Image 2512 is better with realistic images, you know, and some of them just have their own kind of styles built right in that are a little bit different than what you might be going for. So don't take a prompt, run it through one model, and just decide that it didn't work, okay? Because you can try different models to get what you're looking for, you know, and you can spend time, you know, tweaking your prompts if you want. If, you know, you think you can get a better result that way, do so. But I just wanted to show you how, you know, how easy it really is to take a style you see and turn it into something different that, you know, you can use that style for your own designs. So that is really pretty. These birdhouses are absolutely stunning. That is going to make, you know, that would make another amazing set of clip art. All right. So that's how you do it. That's how you take a style you like and get a prompt for that style and then turn it into, you know, different subjects, different themes that you want to create. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. To the community, join us there. And as always, thanks guys for watching. And I hope to see you in the next video.